If you want to be liked, your actions matter more than anything. Sometimes making friends can feel harder than it should. Maybe it's your first day back at school, or you're in a new environment. And you walk in hopeful, but slowly that hope fades, because you feel like you haven't made an impression on anyone. You start wondering, do people even like me? Most of the time, it's not about who you are. It's about the small behaviors you're showing without realizing it. Hi, honeys. Welcome back to
Honey.
So in this video, I'll break down 6 small behaviors that instantly make people like you. Behavior 1. The 2-second delay. Okay, so imagine someone's talking to you. They finish their sentence. And what do most people do? They immediately jump in with their response. It's like a conversational reflex, right? But here's what charismatic people do differently. They pause. Just 2 seconds. That's it. This tiny delay does something powerful. It shows the other person that you're actually thinking about what they said, not just waiting for your turn to talk. It makes them feel heard on a deeper level. I started doing this where I realized I was basically having a conversation with myself. The next time I tried the 2-second rule. The difference. She literally said, "I feel like you actually get me." Same me, different behavior. Behavior 2. Remember the throwaway details. Here's a scenario. Your coworker mentions on Monday that they're nervous about a dentist appointment on Wednesday. Most people, they forget it immediately. But what if on Thursday, you casually asked, "Hey, how'd the dentist thing go?" Their brain lights up, because you remembered something they probably forgot they even mentioned. It signals that when they talk, you're not just nodding along. You're actually filing away what matters to them. This isn't about having a photographic memory. Just pick one small detail per conversation. Their dog's name, the concert they're excited about, the project they're stressed over. I have a friend who does this naturally, and I swear it's her superpower. She'll remember that 3 months ago I mentioned loving lavender lattes, and she'll bring me one out of nowhere. You feel seen. That's the magic. Small details, massive impact. Behavior 3. The name sandwich. Alright, this one feels almost too simple, but it works like crazy. Use someone's name at the beginning and end of a conversation. That's it. The name sandwich. Picture this, you run into Sarah at a coffee shop. Instead of just saying, "Hey, good to see you," you say, "Hey Sarah, good to see you." You chat for a few minutes about her new job, the crazy weather, maybe that show everyone's binge watching. The conversation flows naturally, you're both laughing, and then as you're wrapping up to leave, you don't just say, "Alright, see you later." You say, "Great talking to you, Sarah. Let's catch up again soon." It's such a small thing, but Sarah walks away feeling like that wasn't just another random interaction. It felt personal, intentional, like you were actually happy to see her specifically. Why does this work? Because hearing our own name activates the pleasure centers in our brain. It's literally neurologically satisfying. Plus, it makes the interaction feel personal, not generic. But here's the key. Don't overdo it. If you're saying their name every other sentence, you sound like a salesperson trying too hard. I used to be terrible with names, which made this scary at first. But here's the hack. When someone introduces themselves, immediately use their name in your next sentence.
Christiana.
Hi, Christiana. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Doug.
It locks it in your memory and starts the connection right away. People remember how you made them feel. And hearing their own name? That makes them feel important. Behavior 4. Match their energy. This one's subtle, but it's a game changer. If someone's speaking fast and excited, you speed up a bit. If they're calm and measured, you bring your energy down. It's called mirroring, and it creates subconscious rapport. And this is crucial, you want to match them at about 80%, not 100%. If you're exactly at their level, it can feel mocking. Slightly below feels natural and grounding. Think about it. If someone's panicking and you panic with them, that's chaos. But if you meet them with calm, controlled energy that acknowledges their intensity, they feel supported. I had a friend who was a master at this. No matter how stressed I was, talking to him made me feel like everything was manageable. Years later, I realized he was matching my energy just enough to connect, but staying slightly calmer to bring me down. You become the person people want to be around because being around you feels good. Behavior 5. Ask the follow-up question. Most conversations die because people ask surface-level questions and move on. How was your weekend? Good, went hiking. Cool. Dead end. But what if you asked, oh nice, where'd you hike? Are you training for something or just for fun? Suddenly, you've unlocked a whole new level of conversation. You've shown genuine curiosity, and people are starving for that. Here's the thing. People aren't used to being asked follow-up questions. They're used to people waiting to talk about themselves. So when you dig one layer deeper, they feel like you actually care. And maybe you're thinking, but what if I'm not actually curious? Fair. Then get curious. Find something interesting about what they said. The hiking spot, why they chose it, what they saw. There's always something. I started doing this with my Uber drivers just to practice. Instead of silence or small talk, I'd ask follow-ups. You'd be amazed at the stories people have when someone actually asks. Curiosity is magnetic. Use it. Behavior 6. The genuine compliment. Last one, and this might be the most powerful. Everyone knows how to give compliments. Nice shirt. Cool haircut. They're fine, but they're forgettable. But what if you complimented something they chose or something they did? I love how you explained that. It made total sense. You have really good energy. People seem comfortable around you. The way you handled that situation was really impressive. These hit different because they're about who someone is, not just what they look like. It shows you're paying attention to their character, their skills, their vibe. I'll never forget when someone told me, you make people feel like they're the only person in the room when you talk to them. That compliment stuck with me for years because it was specific and it was about something I valued. Be specific. Be genuine. And watch people light up. Now you know it's never about being someone else. It's about adjusting the small things that change how people feel around you. Try these, stay aware, and watch how differently people respond.